Good evening, good morning, good whatever, good afternoon. It's early in the morning. We're filming this early in the morning, but I'm DJ Wonder, Chrissy here. Talk a little bit about the stock market. If you've got the time, we've got the beer, a little good Miller High Life, good Union Company, right? Let's talk about another good Union Company, UPS, United Parcel Service. They announced, I think earlier this week, that they're looking to buy out 20,000 drivers nationwide as they go through a restructuring brought on by tariffs and reduction of packages from Amazon. I guess there's been a 50% reduction in Amazon packages going the way of UPS. And as you can imagine, with tariffs coming in, you're going to see less and less stuff being bought, less and less stuff being come in here to the United States. So there's less and less of a need for UPS drivers. Plus, they would love to get rid of people at the high end of the scale and replace them with part-time people in the warehouses. Though you could move up to be a new driver. As part of this, they also announced that there's 20 different hubs that they're looking to automate with AI, with a goal of having the packages sorted and placed onto trucks with minimal human intervention. Think of that. There's AI taking over part-time jobs in the hubs and the warehouses, and they're just totally automating the movement and physical placing of package on the truck. So that's a big thing. That is a big deal. So AI, we talk about this all the time on our podcasts. AI is going to change the economy, going to change the world, going to change American business. You're going to see less and less humans doing jobs whatsoever. If you can be replaced by an AI program, companies are going to do it. You're going to see a reduction of employees all across the American economy. And it's all about saving some of this, my friends. I worked for Fortune 100 companies for many, many years, at least 30 years. And whenever they made a decision, it was related to this. It was all about money. Early in my career, they had a lot of propaganda where they talked about how they wanted to do what was best for the employee, and the employee was the company, and the company wouldn't be what it was without the employee. But 5 or 6 years in, I got the real view, where it was nothing more than about reducing the almighty buck in expenses for the company and making the balance sheet look better. It was all about making the stockholders happy. To be perfectly honest, that's what it was all about. Which leaves the employee to fend for themselves. This is why I tell you guys continuously, have that emergency fund raring to go, because you are not guaranteed a job tomorrow. You can go into your job tomorrow and be laid off. I'm telling you. It's happened to many, many people. Microsoft is laying off like 19,000 people. UPS, 20,000. There's just oodles and oodles of news reports on a weekly basis the last couple of months about job layoffs, mass layoffs. Companies are cutting back. Here in Illinois, companies are leaving Illinois, going back to Wisconsin. We did a video on that about Johnsonville Brats used to have a packing plant in South Kankakee, Illinois. It's gone. They're in the process of closing it down and moving the production back to Wisconsin. So things are changing drastically here in the U.S. economy. Mr. T's driving it. It's changes that need to be made for a long time. So I don't know what to tell you, but just to be prepared, right? You got to be prepared. You got to have skills. You got to have an emergency fund, 6-month minimum, 6-month minimum emergency fund. Right now, I'm hearing if you get laid off, it's going to take you 5 months minimum to find another job. And that's not even guaranteed. As I peruse LinkedIn and see comments from people out there, they're all complaining about how they've had oodles and oodles of interviews. People tell them they're a great candidate, and then they hear nothing. They hear nothing. They get no offers. So companies are having hard time. Companies are having a hard time. I'm seeing more and more commercial buildings ending up empty here in the middle of the year. They're tearing down buildings like crazy. I know at least 5 or 6 buildings in my area that they've been tearing down and rebuilding, which is good, but tearing down a building, someone's paying for that. Someone's paying for that. And why are you just rebuilding? I mean, come on. The economy is getting kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. And you need to be ready for what's coming. You need to be ready for what's coming. And I would be prepared if I were you. I would be prepared. I'm retired. I spent 30 some years preparing for retirement. Now I am retired. And come along as we do these stock videos on a daily basis. And I detail my day trading and investments that I make with my money that I've saved over the years, and how I use that to support my lifestyle. That's my new job. My new job is day trading, and we hope our goal is to make as much money as we need on a yearly basis to support our cost of living and have a zero-sum game. Zero-sum game. If you have a pile of money here, you can invest it and make money to live off of, and your pile just stays there or it grows. One of the two, right? Our goal is to keep the pile growing and take money out that we need to live, and everyone's happy, and we don't see a reduction in our pile. So that's the game we're playing. That's the game we're playing. I hope you're planning for your retirement. It's not just like a 5-year thing. It took 30 some years of saving to get us to this point, and we're living pretty comfortably, but for most people, they don't get it. People don't get it. We talk about this. There's spenders and there's savers. And if you're a spender, you don't like to save. You don't like to save. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. And I'm sorry. The spenders are not going to have a very good retirement if they can retire. I know people that are spenders and are getting up there in age, in their 60s now, and they can't retire. They can't retire. And the sad part of that story coming is they can't retire. They didn't save. And their company is going to go bankrupt, or their company is going to kick them out the door when they get too old. And they're going to be left there holding the bag, and the bag going to be empty. There's going to be no money in that bag for them to retire. And then things are going to get crazy. So like, share, subscribe to the channel where we talk about stocks on a daily basis. Love to have you guys as a subscriber. It's free, no charge to be a subscriber. And hop on the stock market train, my friend. Over and out. It's DJ Wonder Chrissy from Land Cruiser Midwest.